Hi children, this is Krishna Shastri, IIT Maths teacher. In the earlier class we have discussed rational numbers, introduction of rational numbers. In that, what are rational numbers and how we can represent on number line, and a few important points regarding to the rational numbers we have discussed. Today we are going to discuss operations on rational numbers. Operations on rational numbers. We have the fundamental operations, four operations we have. And those are first addition. How we will do the addition on rational numbers? See, already we know that rational numbers are fractions and rational numbers both are equal. So now, for example, two rational numbers I am taking 2 by 3 and 5 by 3. These also can be, we can say as these are rational numbers. Why? Here denominator is not equal to 0, and these two are fractions also can be said. Okay, 2 parts among 3, like that we can say as the fractions. Now how we can add this? 2 by 3 plus 5 by 3 is equal to, common denominator we will take, and 2 plus 5, 7 we will say. So we will call this as we will do the sum as 7 by 3. This is the addition of the rational numbers. These are also called, can be taken as the like fractions. Now for example, another is given 2 by 3 and 3 by 2. How we can add these two? Now we don't have the like fractions. Now these we need to convert as the like fractions by taking the LCM. LCM will be 6. So then it can write as 4 plus 9. Why? 2 2s are 4 plus 3 3s are 9. So by that 13 by 6 we will write. The same, what is the procedure we are using in the fractions? The same will be applied in the rational numbers, in the addition and subtraction. This is regarding addition we discussed, and next we have the subtraction, like the same way which we are using in the fractions. Next we have the subtraction. See, for example, we have a fraction as 5 by 3 and another one we have as 2 by 3. Then subtraction of the two, these can be taken as 5 by 3 minus 2 by 3 is equal to 3 by 3, that is equal to 1 we will take. How we will take a 3 by 3? It is nothing but common denominator we will take, and then 5 minus 2 we will write, that is 3 by 3 we will say as the 1. It is the subtraction of two like fractions. The same rational numbers also. If for example is given 5 by 3 and 3 by 2 are given, how we need to subtract this? Okay, so by that LCM we will take, and then 5 2s are 10 minus 3 3s are 9. So by that 1 by 6 will be the answer. Like this we can do the subtraction of the rational numbers. Next we have the multiplication. Multiplication of the rational numbers will be taken as fractions we have discussed. Okay, multiplication. The same 2 by 3 and 3 by 2 we are taking. How we can multiply this? Multiplication of the fractions or rational numbers can be taken as numerator into numerator divided by denominator into denominator. By that 6 by 6 we will get as the 1. Or else 2 by 5 and 6 by 4. These fractions are given. Then how we can do? 2 by 5 into 6 by 4. is equal to 2 into 6 by 5 into 4. How we are taking this? Numerator into numerator divided by denominator into denominator. So by that we will get 12 by 20. If we are simplifying with this 4 table, 4 3s are 4 5s are. So finally we can say its answer as 3 by 5. So this is general multiplication of the rational numbers like what we have as the fractions. And next we have the division of the rational numbers. How we will do the division? Like what we have used in the fractions. Before going to know the division, we need to know reciprocal of a fraction or reciprocal of a rational number. What is reciprocal? If for example 2 by 3 is fraction is given, its reciprocal will be 3 by 2. Its reciprocal will be 3 by 2. That means the numerator will become as denominator and denominator will become as numerator. This is 2 by 3's reciprocal will be 3 by 2. If only 2 is given, what is the reciprocal of 2? If 2 is nothing but 2 by 1. Every natural number is a rational number, we said. How it will be a rational number? We will take the denominator as 1. So 2 by 1 is nothing but 2. So by that 2 by 1 we will write. Now reciprocal, if we are taking, numerator will become as denominator and the denominator will become as numerator. So 1 by 2 we will get. Okay, see for example 5 by 6 is the reciprocal of 5 by 6 is, it will come as a 6 by 5. Numerator will become as denominator and denominator will become as numerator. Okay, so this is reciprocal. This by using this reciprocal we will find out the division of the rational numbers or fractions. See 2 by 5 and 3 by 2. If the question is asking to find out the division, so 2 by 5 divided by 3 by 2. It is nothing but 2 by 5 by 3 by 2. Okay. In these situations, if two rational numbers are in the division, then we will take as a general 2 by 5. First it is the numerator fraction and it is the denominator's fraction. Okay. Now numerator fraction we will take as it is 2 by 5, and whenever we are dividing with another fraction, it can be reciprocal and multiplied. 3 by 2 is given, its reciprocal will be 2 by 3, and this 2 by 3 we can multiply to the first fraction. Now this will be 2 into 2 divided by 5 into 3, that is equal to 4 by 15 will be the answer. 4 by 15. See, once again I am explaining. First we will take the numerator fraction as it is into, we will multiply the denominator fraction with the reciprocal of the denominator fraction. Numerator fraction will be multiplied with the reciprocal of the denominator fraction. Its reciprocal will be 2 by 3. 3 by 2's reciprocal will be 2 by 3. So we will get the answer as 4 by 15. The same way, one more, if we are taking the example, asking to multiply, asking to divide 3 by 2 and 5 by 2. Then how we can do this? We can do this as 3 by 2 divided by 5 by 2. Now 3 by 2 as it is, we will take numerator fraction and we will multiply with the denominator's reciprocal. 3 by 2 into 2 by 5. Now 2 will get cancelled, answer will be 3 by 5 we will get. This is the division of the fractions or division of the rational numbers. Now for example, see, without giving the fractions, without giving the rational fractions, just ask to do 2 divided by 3 by 2. Then how we can do? 2 divided by 3 by 2. It is nothing but 2 divided by 3 by 2, correct? 2 divided by 3 by 2, but normal 2 we can write as 2 by 1, correct? So by that here we can take 2 by 1 by 3 by 2, that is equal to 2 by 1 into, we will multiply with the reciprocal of the denominator fraction, then it will be 4, 2 into 2 by 1 into 3, by that 4 by 3 we will get. Understand? It is in the numerator, if only one direct rational number, that integer is given, then we will take the numerator fraction, we can write as the 2 by 1, and then we can simplify. It is a very important procedure, you need to remember. If only without fraction, only just a number is given, just an integer is given, then how to do that? That means integer can write as 2 by 1. Now 2 by 1 divided by 3 by 2 we are taking, so by that 4 by 3 will be the answer. Some cases the question will be, do 3 by 2 divided by 2 will be asked. In this situation it can write as 3 by 2 divided by 2 actually. But here 2 is an integer, now we can take as the 1. Now it can write as 1. So that is equal to 3 by 2, and now multiplied with the reciprocal of the denominator fraction 1 by 2, that is 3 into 1 by 2 into 2. So by the 3 by 4 we will get. Understand? So 3 by 2 divided by 2 by 1 is nothing but 3 by 2 divided by, here 2 is only number, if you are taking the divided by 1, 2 by 1, so 3 by 2 divided by 2 by 1, that is equal to 3 by 4 we will get as the answer. This is the very important method we have in the division. If only single number, that means integer is given in the numerator and integer is given in the denominator, how to do that? This is the very important one we have. Next we have inserting the rational numbers between the rational numbers. For example, minus 3 by 5 and 2 by 5 is given. Two rational numbers are there, and asking to insert rational numbers between these, or asking to find out how many rational numbers are there, or asking to find out, write any two rational numbers between minus 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. See, whenever we have a two rational numbers, in between two rational numbers there will be infinite rational numbers will be there. It is a very important one, point is very important. Between two rational numbers, there will be infinite rational numbers. This is the very important point you need to remember. How? I will explain. Now minus 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. So in between these we will have the infinite numbers. So we can write as minus 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. In between we will have the minus 2 by 5, minus 1 by 5 and 0 and 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. So in between minus 3 by 5 and 2 by 5 we can find out the four rational numbers now. Four rational numbers we can find out. But here given as between two rational numbers there will be infinite rational numbers, we are saying infinite, but here only we are able to find out 4. 4 is nothing but finite. Now we need to take infinite, means here for these two given fractions or given two rational numbers we can take the equivalent rational numbers. How we will take the equivalent rational numbers? See, minus 3 by 5 I am taking. its equivalent rational number can be taken as minus 3 by 5. What I am doing is, in the numerator and denominator I am multiplying with 10, or else I am multiplying with 2 and 2. Then what we will get? Minus 6 by 10 we will get. And here 2 by 5 is there. The same 2 by 5, what the number we multiplied here, here also I am multiplying with the same number. Then we will get to 4 by 10. Now equivalent fraction of minus 3 by 5 is minus 6 by 10. And equivalent of 2 by 5 is 4 by 10. So now in between again there will be infinite number of rational numbers. Those are minus 5 by 10, minus 4 by 10, minus 3 by 10, minus 2 by 10, minus 1 by 10, 0, 1 by 10, 2 by 10 and 3 by 10. Now in the earlier example the same fractions only we have taken. Here we got only 4 rational numbers, but if you observe here, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we got. In the first procedure we got 4 rational numbers in between minus 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. And if we are taking the equivalent of fractions, equivalent rational numbers, now we got the 9. Now what I am doing is, the same minus 3 by 5 I am multiplying in the numerator with 100 and here also 100. And then what we get? Minus 300 by 500. It is also equivalent fraction of minus 3 by 5. Equivalent rational number of minus 300 by 500 is equal to minus 3 by 5. And here what the fraction? 2 by 5 I am multiplying in the numerator and to denominator by same 100. Then what we will get? 200 by 500 we will get. Now how many rational numbers we can find out here? We can find out there again minimum 499 rational numbers we can find out. Like that some number of rational numbers we can find out. Say here we found 4 first and then 9 we got, and then if we are multiplying with the another number, if the number is increasing, the number of rational numbers between these two numbers are increasing. The same way, if we are multiplying it with the infinite, then we will get the infinite rational numbers between the two rational numbers we will get. So the point is very important. In between two rational numbers, there will be infinite number of rational numbers will be there. Okay. Next, so here we can insert the rational numbers between minus 2 given rational numbers. How we can insert? See, minus 2 by 5 and 3 by 5, for example, these two rational numbers are given. Between these two rational numbers we can insert one rational number. How we can do is, now see, for example, minus 2 and 3 I am giving first numbers. How we can say in between these one number, how we can say means, if we are adding these two, minus 2 plus 3 and dividing with 2, then we will get some number. So that is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. 0.5 will be there in between minus 2 and 3. So the same way here also, minus 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5 divided by 2 we will do. That means if we are taking this rational number as A and if we are taking this rational number as B, then the rational number between these two we can take as A plus B by 2. It will be exactly in the middle of these two. So A value is minus 2 by 5 and B value is 3 by 5 whole divided by 2. How we can simplify this? We can simplify this by using the minus 2 plus 3 divided by 5 divided by 2, and as I said, division of the fractions by 1. So by that, minus 2 plus 1 by 5 divided by 2 by 1, that is equal to 1 by 5 into, we can take the 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 10. So the 1 by 10 is in between the rational number, we will find out of course. we will say 1 by 10 is the in between minus 2 by 5 and 3 by 5, the rational number 1 by 10 will be there. So like this, again if we are taking minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 10, then one more rational number we can add in between these two numbers. So like that we can insert infinite number of rational numbers between the two rational numbers. The same way, next, the rational number, already we discussed that fraction is nothing but a decimal. Fraction can be converted into the decimal. The same way, a rational number is also can be converted as a decimal. Conversion of a rational number to decimal. Here we will have the decimals, we will have in the different types. Decimals, types of, in that first one is terminating decimal. Terminating decimal, and second one is non-terminating decimal. Terminating decimal and non-terminating decimal. Terminating decimal, if we observe, for example, we are doing 5 by 2. This is a rational number. If we are converting this 5 by 2 into the decimal, can convert by using the general division. So 5 we need to divide with 2, then 2 2s are 4, we will get subtraction, 1 will be the remainder, 0.0. Here 0 will take, 2 5s are 10, so remainder is 0. So 5 by 2 we can write as 2.5. If you observe, after 5, it here we don't have any repeated numbers, or there is no continuation of the numbers. So it is called as, it is end. We here 2.5, that is only the answer. We can say this as a terminating decimal. That means after the decimal there are limited number of digits are there, then that is called as a terminating decimal. And the next one we have, for example, take 10 by 3. If we are doing this 10 by 3, then do the normal division. 10 we are dividing with 3. 3 3s are 9. We got remainder as 1. And the point we are taking. Here we can place 0. Again 3 3s are 9. Again remainder is 1. Already point is there. 0 can be taken. 3 3s are 9. Again 1. It keeps on continuation. So this value will come as 3.33333 and so on. So it can write as 3.3 bar. So the decimal which is not ending at a particular number, then those numbers are called as the non-terminating decimals. It is a terminating decimal. After the decimal there will be the limited number of digits will be there, and it is in the decimal there will be infinite number of digits will be there. Where this 3 will end, we don't know. So it keeps on, we need to do the division. How many times we are repeating the procedure, those many number of 3's will come. So it is called as a non-terminating decimal. Terminating decimal and non-terminating decimal. In the non-terminating decimal also we have the two types. Those two types we will discuss in the next class. Up to now, here terminating decimal and non-terminating decimal we have, or else non-terminating decimals also can be called as pure recurring and mixed recurring. Pure recurring and mixed recurring. See, if you observe this number, it will be pure recurring number we will say. Or else before going to the non-terminating decimals, in the terminating decimal, one more example I will say. For the terminating decimal, any number if you are taking, if the denominator is if the denominator is in the form of prime factors as 2 and 5 only is there, then those all decimals are called as the all the fractions or all the rational numbers are called as the terminating decimal. See, for example, 20 divided by 25 is there. Now 25, if we are doing the prime factorization, then what we will get? 5 5s are 25, so 5 into 5. So if in the numerator, in the denominator, if the denominator is expressed in terms of 2 and 5, in the product of 2 and 5, whatever it may be the power, 2 power m and 5 power n. So m and n are natural numbers or whole numbers. M and n are whole numbers. Here any number of 2's or any number of 5's can be repeated. See, for example, 3 divided by 50 we are taking. Now if you say whether this is terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal, how we can represent this? First we need to take the prime factorization of the 50. Then 2 25s are 50. Then we can take the 5 5s are 25. 5 1s are 5. So 50 can write as 2 into 5 into 5. So by that 50 we can write as 2 power 1 into 5 power 2. So if you observe this, this is in the form of 2 power m, that means 2 power 1 and 5 power 2. So it is only in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n. So by that we can say it is a terminating decimal. If other than this form, if denominator is having the prime factors other than 2 and 5, then that fraction will be, that rational number will be non-terminating. Understand? Terminating decimal means if the denominator is having the only prime factors as 2 and 5, only prime factors as 2 and 5, then that decimals or the rational numbers are called as the terminating decimals, and the non-terminating decimals we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you children, thank you very much. Okay, copy these all definitions in your notes, and you need to remember all the important points what I am explaining. Those all you need to note down in your notes. Those will not be there in your textbooks. Okay, thank you children, thank you very much.